Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Food Facts. Today we're going to take a look at the ever-popular, but rarely liked leafy green, iceberg lettuce. Now, if you haven't seen it, make sure you head over to our channel and take a look at our leafy greens comparison, in which iceberg lettuce took last place with a score of 56.2. But don't let that fool you, because iceberg lettuce is still a great healthy option, especially for those trying to lose some weight, and we are going to look at why. Despite not being as nutritious as some other leafy greens, iceberg lettuce still has a lot of nutrients you need and is very low in calories and sugars. According to nutritiondata.self.com, iceberg has a completeness score of 81, which is a measure of the nutrient balance in a food. And while this is lower than the average for leafy greens at 87, it is still a great score, especially when you compare it to something like lean chicken, which has a score of 39. Iceberg lettuce does have a low amino acid score, which is a measure of the protein in a food, at only 44. However, it is great for weight loss and health, with a very low glycemic load, but not the best option for somebody looking to add weight. Iceberg lettuce has a caloric ratio that is pretty high in carbs and low in fats, but with only 14 calories per 100 gram serving, it's not something I would be worried about. Iceberg lettuce is also low in protein compared to other leafy greens, but it's not exactly the go-to food for protein for anybody anyway. As we start to look at the vitamins, we can see why iceberg lettuce scored so high in the completeness score. Its top 5 vitamins are A, C, K, thiamine, and folate, and range from 3% of your daily value to as much as 30% of your daily value. Now, while the average for other leafy greens are higher, it is important to remember that people don't need more than 100% of your daily value in any of these vitamins, and that one serving of lettuce with only 14 calories is not supposed to make up 100% of all your nutritional needs, which means iceberg lettuce is a great way to fill your stomach and provide you with a great source of vitamins with only a minuscule portion of your daily calories. Now, similar to vitamins, iceberg lettuce has a great amount of your daily mineral needs as well. Its top 5 minerals are calcium, iron, magnesium, potassium, and manganese. And while these only range from 2 to 6% of your daily needs, and there are better leafy green options if you're looking for a food specifically to get these minerals, it is a good balance of many of the things you need to be healthy. Next, we're going to look at some of the pros and cons of iceberg lettuce. There are a lot of pros to iceberg lettuce, but we'll stick to just a few of them. First up is the flavor. Iceberg lettuce has a very mild flavor, which means it will take on the flavor of whatever you put it with. This means by adding a small amount of other vegetables, fruits, nuts, cheese, or dressing, you can easily get a flavor that you enjoy. This is not the case in other leafy greens like arugula, kale, and others, which have more distinct flavors, and if you don't like them, it's hard to cover up the flavor. Additionally, iceberg lettuce has a firm, crunchy texture, which makes it great to mix with other leafy greens in salads, sandwiches, wraps, and more to spice up the texture. The high water content makes it great for those who struggle to drink enough liquids during the day. It also is very cheap and available everywhere, meaning anybody can get this healthy food without being worried about breaking the bank. The cons stem mostly from having options with more nutritional value, which people typically like when juicing as well, but they're more expensive. The other big con is that it's not exactly appetizing on its own. The best uses for iceberg lettuce are salads, wraps, and sandwiches. You can just cut it into quarters to make a wedge salad, or you can cut it up on its own or mix with other leafy greens. It is also great in sandwiches and burgers, as well as being perfect to make wraps for those who are trying to avoid breads altogether in their diet. It also can be used in stir fries. When cooked for a short time, it stays on the crunchy side, or cooked for a long time will become soft. It also can be used for juicing, either along with other fruits and vegetables or by itself, though there are probably better options, though they're probably more expensive as well. Iceberg lettuce contributes to many potential health benefits, but we'll just address a few of them. The first one is weight loss. Due to the relatively high nutrients, with a very low calorie, sugar, and fat content, iceberg lettuce is a great food to fill up on while providing your body with nutrients and still having a calorie deficit to lose weight. The vitamin A in iceberg lettuce is important in protecting eyes, preventing night blindness, and age-related vision decline, as well as being needed for a healthy immune system. It is also important to note that vitamin A in plant-based foods is different than the vitamin A in meat-based foods, and the body has to convert this vitamin, and many people are not efficient in the conversion. So if you have a vitamin A deficiency, it is likely best to get a meat-based vitamin A. At 30%, you get a significant portion of your daily vitamin K from iceberg lettuce, and one of the best uses of vitamin K is its ability to reverse blood thinning. Both of these vitamins, A and K, are also linked to the reduced risk of cancer and other health risks, though further studies are needed to confirm. Well, that's it for iceberg lettuce. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you like and subscribe so you get updates for all our future videos. Also, if you have any ideas of something you want to see in these videos, please let me know down in the comments. I look forward to seeing you on our next video.